Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So obviously I have been away for about a week now, and you may notice that my hair is different. I decided to take the week to get rid of my red hair. I'll insert a picture here somewhere of my red hair, and decided to go blonde, unicorn colour hair. It took a while, let me tell you. I absolutely love it, and it came out really well eventually, so it was worth the pain and the effort that I went through to get it. So I thought I'd make a quick video just explaining how I got rid of my red hair, how I got rid of those brassy tones, and how I went from this to this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to state is obviously I am not a professional. I am not a professional hair anything. I am a natural blonde, not this blonde, but I am a dark blonde. My eyebrows are a lot darker than my natural colour, but you will have seen in previous videos with my red hair, you can see the blonde coming through. And I've ummed and ahed for a long time whether I was going to go back blonde, and I was blonde for the majority of my teens. And I decided to go red as a change for me, and when I went red I felt like it was a huge change in my life, which I was super happy that I did. My life has changed quite a lot recently, and I felt like I wanted a new look for a new me, if that makes sense. And I'm so glad I did it, because it's confidence has soared. I absolutely love it. Now, actually no one's seen this apart from Mark, my mum, and Emily. They're the only people that have seen it, so you guys are pretty much seeing it before the rest of my friends see it. So let me go through what I did, because I know you're gonna ask me. Red is the worst colour to remove. It is horrific. Those red pigments stick in your hair like God knows what. I have jumped from red to blonde over the years, but I've been red for about 3 years now. Just trying to get rid of them is the biggest ball ache in the world. So what I started with was a colour before, go blonde. Now I think this was an absolute stupid mistake that I did. The time before I used a colour before, which was just one that stripped your colour back to your natural colour, which worked really well for me the first time, and then I put dyes on top of that to brighten it. But this time I thought, right, I can cut that process out by using this product, which was advertised as lightening to 9 shades lighter, but I think that was for like dark brown hair or even black hair. Not someone with huge red pigment in their hair. What happened is, obviously I ended up completely orange, like bright orange. I'll insert a picture here. That orange was like the brightest orange in the world, and it just looked so unnatural, and it was patchy. The top of my head had gone blonde from where my roots had grown out. It was just, oh, it was just a right old mess. I then put on 2 really light ash blonde colours, and that seemed to help tone it down a bit, and it did sort of take out a bit of the orangeness, but as you can still see, it was really orange. After that, I went and bought some silver shampoo. That is a necessity if you want to go from red to blonde and not have those brassy pigments. Silver shampoo, purple shampoo, those things, the violets, to lighten your hair and take out brassy tones are a must. And I would get in the shower and I'd wash my hair through each time. I dyed it with a shampoo afterwards. Also, as well, to note that my hair is quite dry from this process, obviously. I feel like I was quite fortunate in the sense that I have the greasiest hair on the planet, so there's a lot of oil in my hair already. I feel like if you have dry hair, this process may not be for you. The ends are a little frazzled, but the top is still greasy, which... story of my life, isn't it? So when you get your hair dye, you will have a bottle of conditioner that comes with it. They say to use through, you know, 2, 3, 4 weeks to just keep your hair nice. I just dumped all that on my head, like the whole lot just on my head, and that seemed to really help. I used in the entire process around 8 dyes and dyed my hair 10 times. Obviously that doesn't add up, and I'll explain as we get to the end. I did this over the course of about a week, and it's not good for your hair. I don't recommend doing this at all. You know, it was a real gamble for me. It paid off, so I'm gonna say I don't recommend this, but I know you guys are gonna ask me, so I wanted to tell you. So after I'd used those, it was still orange. It wasn't as orange as it was, but there was still orange tones, especially at the bottom, and like little bits had clung. So like say say like the majority of this is blonde, there'd be like a strip here that was still like bright orange that didn't seem to take dye at all. So I found that each time I used the dye, I had to work on a certain bit to try and get that orange tone out and put more dye on that bit. I will recommend as well that if you've got hair like mine that's like a little bit longer, get 2 boxes. Get 2 boxes. I didn't do this and I felt like I didn't saturate my hair enough with a couple of the products. Definitely if you're going to do a colour before or like a bleaching thing, get 2 boxes if you've got longer hair, even like medium length hair down, because there was just nowhere near enough, and I think that's why I ended up so patchy in the first place. Okay, so after that, Mark very kindly went to Asda at 6 AM because the pillock that I am decided bank holiday weekend will be the perfect time to do this, forgetting that we had a party family barbecue on the Saturday. So that was stupid. So all of my friends and family came round and they just saw the bright orange mess. But by this point it was a peachy golden colour, so it wasn't too terrible. People thought that I'd just put peach through my hair, gone blonde and put peach. I think they were just being kind, because I don't. It did not look good. I picked up 2 of the Schwarzkopf Live colours, picked up 2 of those and did those one after the other. Again, I'm saying I'm not a professional, I'm an idiot. I know this is not good for your hair, but I was in a state of panic. So I did that and it was at a level that I could deal with after using those 2. It was still that peachy colour, but it wasn't dire. It was more even, like an ombre like I've got now, just from sort of blonde, orangey, peach. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. So after that, I then went in the shower, washed all that off, and did used my Silver shampoo 3 times, one after the other. And then I went in with a deep conditioning balm. I used my Honey Treasures by Garnier. Love that stuff. That stuff has been a godsend. I recommend picking up a deep conditioner, a normal conditioner, and then using all the conditioners that you get in your boxes, and Silver shampoo, purple shampoo. These are gonna save your life if you're trying to get rid of the brassy tones. So after that, I did that, and that was okay. And it still had a tinge of orange, so we popped to Asda one more time, and then we picked up 2 boxes of the lightest ash blonde that I could find, and we just plonked that on my head. I say we, Mark helped me through this process because it was just an absolute mess. This was on Monday and I just plonked that all over my head, and I started to see these brassy tones lifting finally. And then I did the last colour on the Tuesday, and all of that brassiness sort of up here had completely gone. There was still orangeness in the bottoms of my hair, but as I was putting a colour on it on the bottom that I'd planned to do this, it didn't matter because that covered it. So I wasn't too worried if they were still a little bit peachy. It was mainly this bit at the top that I wanted to make sure was ash blonde. So I gave my hair a rest for a day, and then yesterday I decided to put the colours on my hair. This is where I ended up using the same things of dye twice. I used the XSL colours, insert picture here. So I used, I think it's like shocking pink and like purple, I can't remember what they're called, but I used those. So these are non-permanent, they wash out between 12 to 24 washes, and they can be used for deep, bright, vibrant colours, or like myself, going more pastel. So I got the pink and the purple, and my original plan was to have the pink going through my hair and the purple going through my hair, like a more unicorn sort of colour. So the first time I did this, I mixed up very pale colours and the colours that I wanted to reflect on my hair using the conditioner provided in both of the boxes. I just got 2 paper plates, 2 plastic spoons, and just mixed them on like separate plates. The first time I did this, I don't have a picture of this I'm afraid, the first time I did this, there was no difference whatsoever. I mean, like the purple had just made it go like a really light pink, and no effect on that anywhere else. Like you couldn't even really tell, it just kind of looked like I still had slightly orange tips. So I decided to do this again. This dye is like a black henna dye, so it's not going to be as bad for you, and as well because I'm doing like pastel colours, I mixed in a lot of conditioner. So the second time I did it, I just used the same palettes again and just added more pigment, more colour, and just mixed that until it was like a really hot pink colour and like quite a dark purple. The purple came out pink, so if you choose to use this and you want to do a pastel effect, then keep mixing in the purple because it just doesn't seem to translate. So the darker pink that you are seeing, I'll go up closer. So this is what the purple looks like. Obviously my hair is still fried, I am very aware. So this is the purpley colour, and that is how the bright neon pink turned out. As you can see, they're both pink, just slightly different shades of pink. So if you do want to do this and you want a pastel colour, I recommend maybe looking for a different colour for the purple side of it. If you are wanting, like I've got, so the really light pink and then the darker pink in it, then I recommend getting the purple and the pink and mixing to quite a dark purple colour. I'm afraid I don't have pictures of these because by this point I was just so fed up I didn't take pictures. So my original plan was to have like a slightly darker purple, like a lilac colour going through, and then sort of this colour pink going through. That didn't happen at all. But what did happen is like sort of this peach, pink, ombre, mulberry type thing. I just love it. I'm really actually happy that this is the way it turned out. So then I washed that off and then just put on a little bit more conditioner on the ends of my hair and a leave-in conditioner, and that was it. I then dried it and I curled it, and this is what it looks like. And then I haven't washed it today, I've just sort of let it settle a bit more, and I think it's a bit more blended now. It seems to have settled down, and this is where we are today. I haven't washed this yet, so I will update you guys if you want to know how it washes, how long it lasts. What can I say? For you guys wanting to do this, or if you want to like go from red to blonde, or you want to put highlights in your hair, you have to have a bright colour underneath, so basically going bleach blonde underneath to be able to sort of have an effect. For me, the overall look I'm absolutely in love with, I'm so happy with, and although it was the biggest ball ache I've had in a while, like way more than last time I did it, and I think it's because I sort of fleeted between the different colours, sort of blonde and red, for like a year maybe. So I was only one colour for a year, whereas this red has been like 3 years of dyeing every few months, and that red had really set in, so it was an absolute pain to do. And if you'd asked me maybe 2-3 days ago whether it was worth it, I would have said no. But today, now it's finished, now my hair is done, I'm really happy. I did, you know, put on a lot of hair dye and a lot of peroxide and a lot of things that are really damaging for your hair. I mean, I don't think your hairdresser would do this for you if you're trying to do that. Certainly not over the course of a week. It can be done. You can go from red to blonde, but you just have to be aware your hair might fall out, and keep checking. Like, you put that peroxide on and it says 40 minutes, you check it every 5 minutes to make sure your hair isn't going to come out. But yes, this is my new look. I am so happy with it. I feel like it's actually more me than the red was, which is a bit bizarre, but I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. I'm so excited. Okay, so that's it guys. I just wanted to update you and show you my new hair. And I also wanted to sort of go through the process because I know for me YouTube was a godsend when I was trying to do this the first time I did it, and this time as well. Like, I always go back and just watch what people do to remind myself, so I hope this helped if any of you are wanting to do this. It is possible to do at home. I don't recommend it, but it is possible. And always check the integrity of your hair, because that is the biggest thing. I mean, my hair is fried, my hair is dry, it is frazzled, I need to do a lot of care with it. But it survived. So just be aware that it is a long process. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to put on a couple of blonde hair dyes and it be a perfect ash blonde. It's just not going to happen that way. So if you do choose to do this, I'm going to say, you know, I don't recommend it. And be careful. I am not liable now. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am sorry for my absence. I just didn't want to show you my orange hair. I wanted to wait till it was done and I felt confident enough to come back on camera. If you have any questions about this whole process or anything like that I've completely missed out, then please comment below and let me know, ask me, and I'll answer them for you, because I know I tend to sort of speed off and miss points and not put things together properly. So if you have any questions, then comment below and let me know. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below and hit the little notification bell, because that way you'll be notified every time I upload a video, and I upload videos every single day. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat, or Beenafish. Thank you so much for being back with me today, guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.